Hey everyone, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I have 2 October daily stories to do, and I'm going to use a special fun new kit from ScrappinHappyStudio. Jenny was kind enough to send it to me, and I'm excited to share it with you and use it in my project. All right, so open up the box, and Jenny had some wrapping paper on top, and then this beautiful wrapping paper with her logo on it. I didn't rip it, I was able to slip out the kit. So I slipped out the kit, and let me get it out and I can show it to you. Okay, here's the kit. So you have some wonderful black and white ribbon. I might add this to my spine to do charms on my spine. You have some flare buttons. They have a lot of dimension to them. A pack of die cuts, and you can see on the back what they are. Spooky and cute, a bunch of kids in costumes, a ghost, some haunted houses. And then you have some flares. These are the circle ones, lots of great flares. Halloween, a haunted house, and the kids trick-or-treating. So lots of great flares right there. And then you have 3 heart flares and then 6 large flare buttons. So those are a lot of fun. And then you have the pattern papers. So you have, the color scheme is really different, which I like. It's orange and brown and purple. So that's not something you see that often. So that's really cool. So this is the striped paper with most of the colors. And then black and orange, stars, a darker purple, just a dot orange, and then kind of a gingham orange, and then a purple one that says Eek. So some great patterns right there. And I am, like I said, going to use them on 2 projects. I have them right here. So we went to see some lights. Well, we went to one house. We haven't had time to do any other lights because we're just busy with soccer. But I'm gonna put this in the middle right here, and since it has a lot of purple, I knew that the kit would be perfect, so I'm gonna use that. And then on the back is gonna be a story about a Netflix show that we found, and so I'll just do like a collage right here and then document the show. So that is what I'm gonna make, and I'm glad that you're here. All right, I'll switch to voiceover now. My first step is going to be figuring out which paper I want to mat this large photo on, and then I will distress the edges of the photo. I'm going to use my trimmer to trim off the little portion on the right, and I'll also trim off the orange paper. So I'm using my small trimmer to trim this orange paper, and then I'll distress the left side. Then I'll cut it again with my big trimmer, and then I will distress the right side. So I'm going to put it on the left side first, take it to the big trimmer, trim it off, and then distress it, and then I'll just begin to build my layout from there. I knew that I wanted to, of course, focus on the oranges and the purples, and I knew that I wanted to use the spooky banner and the house die cut. So I kind of have those in mind. And since the spooky banner is gonna go up in the left portion of the layout, I can make another large cluster down at the bottom right of my layout. And then the only other thing that I'm gonna use is some stickers, that way I can spell out lights. I'm also pulling out some of the bats and a few pumpkins, and I'll also punch out some shapes from the Eek. And I'll use 2 flares as well. And later on, I will put some journaling lines down at the bottom. So right now, I'm just kind of building my clusters, and then I'll adhere everything down. That always works better for me, just to build my clusters and then adhere everything down. Because of course I want to make sure that everything looks okay and it's the design that I am going for. Now it's time to assemble everything and adhere everything down. I'm actually going to start by putting the lights above the house. I kind of wanted to just make sure that I had them in the right spot, and then I will put down spooky. Now, I don't know about you, but usually when I think of a banner, I think that I need to add the twine and a little knot by the S and a little knot at the end with where the Y is. But This time, I just decided I'm not going to do that. I thought about adding in some washi tape, decided not to do that. I'm just going to leave it as is and, you know, call it good enough. And it still looks great and you can still tell that it's a banner, right? So I don't think you necessarily need the twine or washi tape every single time. So this house cluster is going to have a pumpkin as the bottom layer, and then I will layer on top a pumpkin flare, and behind the pumpkin die cut I will put some purple punch shape of the eek, and a smaller one's going to go on the left hand side of that house die cut, and I'll add in a orange star as well. I will pop dot the bat so it gives it more dimension and kind of looks like it's flying off the page. I'll do the same thing on the left hand side where I'll do a punched shape and then a pop dotted purple star, and also the bat is going to be pop dotted as well. And I'll add another house flare over on that side. I was really excited to use all these house die cuts and all these stars and just go all out with this really cool photo of us looking at this one house for lights. But you know how it is. Sometimes your schedules just get so busy and you don't get to do all the activities that you want to do, and that's just how it was. So down at the bottom, I put a really small little cluster of two things, an orange die cut and then a purple circle and then boo. And I just wrote out how this is one of our favorite houses during Christmas time, and we absolutely love it, but we saw that it was going to do Halloween, so we had to go check it out, and we got to see some songs, a couple different songs that they chose, and we liked their song choices. But truly, I think we like the Christmas lights better, but it was still really fun to see this house all dressed up. All right, so this page is going to be very simple. I just took a selfie. I forced my family to take a selfie as we were watching this show. And then I'm just going to layer some paper at the top and the bottom and call it done. I don't really need to do any journaling. I can if I want, but I don't feel like I need to. I just wanted to document this show that we found, Tale Dark and Grim, and it was a lot of fun. It was about a brother and a sister, Hansel and Gretel, and how they have to go on all these adventures after their mom and dad chopped off their heads. But it didn't show anything gory because it was rated for Y7, and so my daughter approved it. If you watched my other TV video, you will know that we've had quite some debates about what to watch. So this one was approved, and that's a good thing because we all really enjoyed this show. I'm going to add in a moon die cut and then two purple die cuts for stars by the moon, and then another purple die cut down at the bottom, and then one little flare and spooky down in the corner of my family selfie, and that's it. Just making a simple page to document this photo and this show. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this kit and seeing how Jenny put together a fantastic Halloween kit and seeing my projects come together. I would love a thumbs up or subscribe if you want to keep seeing my videos. All right, I hope you have a great day. Bye.